more, Lori. Let's keep it as a secret for guys. Yeah, we won't reveal everything. So yeah, and this is our speaking club for guys, just to chat and meet while everyone is locked down on quarantine. So I recognize the faces, and we've got somebody new, Antonina, Tonya.
Yes, hello.
Hi there. So would you like to say a couple of words? Who are you? And
I would love to. It was very sudden. Suddenly I joined your wonderful conversation thanks to Maxim. He kindly invited me just half an hour ago. So I'm not dressed for
it's okay that makes it like really informal.
Absolutely. Well, we are locked down here in Moscow. What else? Yes, my name is Antonia. Currently, I'm unemployed. I'm enjoying myself. I left my job about 8 months ago. I used to work for Russian mineral fertilizer producer Akron. It's one of the leading companies in the world. And after 12.5 years of an effective job, I have decided to quit because I had no chances for further development within the company. So I decided to change my life and to find something else. And still I'm on holidays, enjoying myself. I'm dancing. Dancing is my hobby. I have been dancing for about 20 years, I believe, almost all my life. And Maxim is my classmate, I would say.
Okay.
And so
life is good.
Yes, life is wonderful.
Well, your smile is something. Okay, you sound as if you are in Bali, you know.
In Bali, well.
In Bali, yeah. You sound like that at the minute. Okay, and
the sun is in my heart, so why not?
Yeah, who knows exactly. And you've got absolutely beautiful English.
No. That's why I decided to join the conversation, because that's what I really miss, is the conversation. Because when you write, you have a lot of time to think about what you write, and when you speak, you have no time. You just have to act immediately.
Yeah. So, well, Lori may ask you something so that you could practice. So,
with pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I guess Lori you may be interested to ask questions, you know, or just be naughty. Be naughty. Yeah, let's keep it like that, you know, for more smiles. Yeah, okay. Well, welcome to the club. And one question from me: what do you think, or what would you like to do? If not, are you going to be, or would you like to be employed again? So would you be looking for something else? Not the best moment, I believe, but or maybe you are thinking to go somewhere else. Like to change the country or something.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find a job. But by the way, at the moment I started headhunting again. It was this February. So all the situation with COVID-19 started, and everything. We have no any movements in the economy. So everything is stuck. So the moment I started, it's all stopped. So I'm trying to work on my CV and to improve a little bit my English grammar, because I have some small problems with it, but still.
You don't sound like, but
no,
okay. Where perfectionists are never happy. So.
I agree. So yeah. Yes, I'm trying to find something interesting and to apply, to make some application for a new job, of course, because you just need to leave to earn money, and
true.
That's all.
Wow. Lori, let's invite Tonya to come over to Scotland.
Yeah.
Why not? With pleasure. I've never been there, by the way. I've been to England many times because my sister is a British citizen. That's why probably my English is not as bad as it could be. So I have never been to Scotland. To Wales, yes, but not to Scotland.
Okay, so some new
Scotland's
places.
the better place.
I would agree, yeah. Okay, so new places to discover. And is your sister, where is she living?
She lives in Basingstoke, near Reading. If you know, it's just the south.
Have you heard, it's in England, right?
In England, yes, not far away from London, but 40 minutes from London, but south Basingstoke.
Okay.
It's Hampshire.
Ah, that's more recognizable if you call the county, yeah.
The county, yeah.
The county, if you name it. Yeah, sorry, Laurie, what's that?
No, nothing. I know Hampshire. I've heard of that before.
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
Right. Well, welcome and thanks for your story. So, guys, even though I put the topic for today's how would you like to go for it? Would you want to comment or say a couple of things if there is a chance to move somewhere else, or maybe this is something you're planning or thinking to do in life, to change the country, I mean, or the place of living completely, maybe not necessarily the country. So we may want to discuss that, or another option, if you want to, you can ask questions from Laurie, just bomb him with questions. So we can do that about life here, just anything you can think of or you are interested in. So Laurie might be, I know he's not that shy, but well, you don't sound talkative at the minute. I speak more, so I should zip my mouth. So, and you ask guys, maybe Laurie, you want to start, or maybe you ask guys?
Well, I've met nearly everyone. I haven't met Kadisha, the lady.
Yeah.
Maybe she could introduce herself.
Well, actually, yeah. So actually, we know each other. Those who come regularly, like we run this club every Saturday. So maybe guys, not to go or to repeat ourselves, just something like you are ready to share, or so that Laurie could know who are you. Something again, right? And then maybe we will swap the roles, and you will be asking Laurie. I think you might be, I would think you might be interested to ask him like about the sort of daily life, or I don't know what he has for lunch, or whether he's a big drinker being that young, something like that, just everything from like day-to-day life. Okay, so I'm passing that on. Yeah. Kat, just a second. Let Hadisha, well, Laurie wants to know you.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi, Laurie. I'm Khadisha. I'm from Kazakhstan. I live in Almaty. It's the one of the beautiful city in Kazakhstan with beautiful views, with mountains. And I work at bank, but I want to change my work sphere maybe later.
Okay, what about if to ask a question, or Laurie wanna ask? Just ask something.
Laurie, what do you prefer to do at your free time when you are meeting with your friends, or maybe what do you like? What do you like?
To be completely honest, 100% the truth, a lot of the time in my spare time, I stay on the computer because I'm studying engineering. It's a lot to do with computing. And in my spare time, I'm honestly just, I would say 90% of the time on my computer. I play a lot of professional video games, actually. I play video games professionally. I've earned money through that as well, fortunately. And in my spare time, I meet a lot of people from many different countries, actually. And I talk with people from, for example, yesterday I was talking with a group of Italian guys I met, and I was also in a group call with them, and I was talking and everything, and yeah, really I stay on a computer a lot. If I do go out, usually it's with
Don't say you go to the pub.
No. But if I do go, usually it's with my university friends and everything. And the biggest thing that we do, me and just my group of friends, is we play pool. We play billiard. I don't know how. Yeah, billiard. We play pool, and that's probably the biggest hobby that we love to do. Or table tennis. Actually, we play table tennis all the time. If we go, table tennis is actually at the pub, but it's other side of the pub. You know. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, a lot of the time. But yeah, those are two main things. I usually stay on the computer, but if I do go out with my friends or meetings, usually it's also sort of sport. That's just what my friend group is like from my high school and from university. So yeah.
Hadisha, are you happy? Thanks, Laura.
Yes.
So well, you've got, Laura, you've got a very good image, so let's keep it. So Kate, sorry, you wanted to ask something, or you want to I recognize a new face, Olga. We will get back to you like in a minute.
Hi, Lori, nice to meet you. At first, I want to tell about few words about myself. That I was born in St. Petersburg, and still I think that it's most beautiful city in the world. But St. Petersburg has very rainy and cold climate. And it's very hot that all autumn and part of winter, it's very dark on the streets. But summer, we have white nights, and I think it's the most beautiful view. I have traveled so much. I saw different places, but I think the most beautiful nature for me is Norway. Norway, fjords and mountains. It's cold nature. It's close for my heart. I like to visit exotic places, but I don't want to live there. And my dream is to spend summer in St. Petersburg, and cold month I would like to spend in Spain, maybe on Mallorca. Because I like this climate, I like Spanish people, I like how Spanish language sounds, and I like to live on the seaside. And my questions to you, Lori, is where have you been? In what places impressed you so much, and where you want to live? Maybe in your old ages.
In fact, I have actually. Well, to answer you, where have I been? I've been to a decent amount of countries. I've lived everywhere in United Kingdom. I've also lived in Ireland, England, Scotland, so just about everywhere. And I've actually been to Mallorca before as well for a holiday with my family. And it's actually, you're right, it's a very nice climate. It's very nice people as well. Everyone's very, very friendly in Mallorca. We stayed in the warmer side. Mallorca sort of has like two, north and south, I think. One side is very warm. On the other side, it's very cloudy and a little bit colder, I believe, if I'm not wrong. So I've been there. And I have a quick question. Do you like colder weather more? You like St. Petersburg with the clouds and Norway? Would you say you prefer to live in a colder climate, sort of?
I don't like live in the cold climate, but I think that architect of buildings of St. Petersburg, they looks beautiful when the clouds are under the roofs. And I think that on summer, the climate is not so rainy and so cold. And I like it. When I come back from my trips to St. Petersburg, I take a deep breath and enjoy wet air, because I like it. But when it's cold, windy, rainy, and dark, I don't like it. Because of that, I want to spend autumn and winter months on Mallorca, maybe.
Laurie, I think we should invite Katya to Scotland. She likes this
Yeah.
climate. Wow.
Yeah, I was thinking that just as well. It's in here. It's like 80% of the time very cold air, like wet air is. Yeah.
But we still happen to have some sunshine. So
That's
not Mallorca style, but Scottish style is also, well, is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. To talk about where I would want to live. Well, I actually prefer I love visiting exotic climate sort of countries as well, like Mallorca or maybe even Lithuania in the summer. It's actually very, very warm, right? But where I would love to live, I actually right now if you would ask what my favorite country in the world is, I've been to many countries in Europe, driven around everything. I haven't been too much I haven't actually been to a single country in Asia before. I've been to America. I've been to Miami. I have family there. I've been Europe mainly, and out of all the countries, my favorite country is actually Scotland.
I will hit you if you don't say it.
Yeah, Scotland by far. Scottish mountains, lakes, or as Scottish people say, lochs. That's what they call it, lakes. The sea, the people, like just absolutely everything. And in terms of weather and climate and everything, I love the Scottish climate. I love the clouds. I personally, I love the rain. I love like going out when it's like sort of late raining a little bit, or it's very, very, very cold and windy and wet. I don't know why, but I really, really like that. If I go to like Mallorca, for example, and it's very warm and hot, I could stay there for a good week, 2, 3, maybe 4, but eventually I get fed up. I prefer the colder weather. I don't know why, but the breathing in the wet air and the cold air, as you said, I really like that. I honestly I really like that. And if I were to choose where to live later on, to be honest, I think I would like to maybe move later on after my university. I finished studying in university. I would like to move to Canada to experience life there and the people and everything. I've heard very good things, and of course there's a bit of a colder climate there as well, and very wonderful views wherever you go. So I'd love to live
Good.
there. Yeah.
Guys, are you happy? Thanks, Laurie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laurie.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to give everyone a chance to speak a bit, Olga, your turn, if you don't mind. Welcome to the club. So nice to see you. Who are you, and what's that you're doing in life?
You're talking to me, right?
Yeah.
I just, I'm late for the class. I don't know how you call it.
It's okay, whatever. Just live chat or just party, online party.
Okay, party morning, Saturday morning. So I'm so happy to see here Tonya. I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
It's I guess like Max is, so he's at the background. Arranging
Networking.
Yeah, building up networking. Yeah.
Our background. We used to dance together.
Okay. So you are a dancing dream team, right?
Kind of, yes. Used to be. So can I ask also, before I'm telling about myself, I'm curious about Laurie. So you're native Scottish, or you have such a Greek name? It seems like that.
You think it's a Greek name? Oh.
I think so, no?
Well, actually, my name is definitely not Lithuanian, as I said. My name is Lornas, and I've tried to research. Well, first of all, I asked my mom how did she think of the name, because there's a very similar name in Lithuania called Laurinas. But my mom said that she literally thought of this name quite randomly, and I've tried to Google, and apparently my name comes from, I think, Roman times, Laurentius. So Italy, supposedly, in ancient Italian times.
Latin. Yeah.
Yes, it comes from the Latin derivative Laurentius. It's very odd, but
your surname, does it mean something?
Alšauskas. I don't think it means. I don't know if it means anything. It's just Lithuanian, and well, I'm native.
Ah, wow. Okay.
I am native Lithuanian. My father's.
Yeah, originally. So to be,
Yes, yes.
to be exact.
Okay.
Yeah, Laura is from there, but well, having lived ages in Scotland, so I would easily call you native speaker because well, you can
Yeah,
hear.
it's so nice to hear a native speaker.
Like, Lori, see, you are privileged. You are privileged.
Yeah, yeah.
I still cannot get rid of the accent, but well, it's okay. So, but
I purposely actually stay away from learning the like Scottish accent or British accent. I purposely, yeah.
So can I ask you, sorry, to step in, can you say something like sort of, we were laughing about that sort of Scottish style. Come on, yeah.
Well, for example, one of the most common things, for example, when I moved here and I was speaking to like young kids because I went to school, and they used to always ask me like, what street do I live, right? And Scottish people, they speak very rough, you know, they're like, ooh, like I don't know how to explain it, but it's very confident, right? And one of the things they said is like, oh, what's your name? I'm like, oh, Lawrence. They're like, oh, Lawrence. So who's you Biden? Farabidu Bide. And I'm like, wait, I don't understand, because I used to live in England before Scotland, and I'm like, they're like, who's you Biden? What are you doing? And I'm like, what does fit mean? Who's house? What house do I live? I live in this side of the town, and they're like, oh, right. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, all right. It's I don't know. It's I think Scottish people, they're very, 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 very confident. They're not scared to ask anything. They like proper. Honestly, they will surprise you, I think, compared to like English or Irish, for example. These guys are crazy. And I said I purposely stay away from the accent just because I want to sound like international English, so I can speak to people from all over the world and everything. And I don't like having like a proper Scottish accent. But I used to see lots of Scottish words like fit. Fit means like what, right? In Scottish, and like fit. If someone says you like fit,
a boot,
yeah, a boot what, like, and I purposely try and maintain like a nice international American British sort of.
But does it sound Scottish the same like Irish? Because I tried to watch these Peaky Blinders in original version,
yes,
but I couldn't. I don't understand.
Yeah.
You know, like,
well, Peaky Blinders, it's actually in England, I think Northern England, but their origins are Irish, I believe. In Northern England, they sound more Irish than like Southern England, or if I'm correct, or Scottish. And I lived in Ireland. I lived in Southern Ireland, and Scottish people, they definitely sound much different. If you speak, for example, to like an Irish farmer who speaks has a very, very broad accent, right? You would not understand what he's saying. Honestly, if you don't live there for a long time. I've lived in many different cities and towns in England, and a couple different towns in Scotland, and a couple different towns in Ireland, and I've really picked up. So I personally can understand pretty decently. But when I first moved there, it's hard to understand the different accents.
But in which city you are now?
Pardon?
In which city you are now?
Right now, I live in Aberdeen. It's a harbor, northeast part of.
Next to the ocean.
Yes, right next to the ocean.
Wow.
I see the ocean.
So you have opportunity to go out and be.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. You're lucky.
Well, your time to tell us a couple of words about yourself. You know,
okay.
So we're desperate to know. So.
Okay, I'm a designer, and I work more than a year for a company from Abu Dhabi. So I don't go to the office, and I liked it before. I mean, it's like what Katya said before. It's like to live half of the year in warm country, in Spain, and live half of the year in Russia, because like this is what I do. It's like I spent last summer in Barcelona, which it was an amazing summer, but the weather was too hot for me. So I decided that summer I want to spend in Moscow with my family, like close to my family, close to my habits, to my friends, like to do dancing. So which I missed a lot in Barcelona, and The thing is, I have a lot of friends in Barcelona. That's why I choose this city also. Russians, and not just Russians now. And I spent this winter in Barcelona also. So I was going, like I started to learn Spanish in September. So after this class, I will have Spanish class.
Classes.
Yeah, not after, just in the evening also. Yeah, so I have this opportunity to work and be wherever I want to be, but now it's a bit complicated because I have less work to do, less money, and so we'll see. And with all this, what's going on with quarantine, I don't know, maybe in September. I'm still planning to go back to Barcelona. It's like my second home now. I've been there for 8 times or something, but stayed for 3 months with touristic visa. You know that we need to be there for a longer time. You need to apply for national visa. It's kind of complicated. So I stayed just for 3 months and go back. So just before this quarantine started, I got back home in March. To Moscow. Just 11th of March, and the next day they closed the borders.
Wow.
Okay. So Svetla, unlike you, Oля was more like, she was more lucky to come back home.
Somebody stayed, Sveta stayed somewhere or what? Yeah,
Sveta, you are in Bali, right? And you've been stuck there.
How is it in Bali? They say that local people are very unfriendly these days, no?
No, it's okay. Local people have not work now because a lot tourists go to home, and local people have not money, and our worker very glad what we live in villa, and he has work, and he has money for their family. But in local village, no tourist no tourist place. In local very thin what white people moved coronavirus on Bali.
Yeah, this is what I've heard about Bali. But are you happy to stay there this time? Are you okay there?
Yes. We happy because I have a babysitter, I have housekeeper, I have friend a lot in Bali. I have online school for my children. It is very good for me.
Sounds like a dream. Sounds like a dream, you know. We all want this life.
Yes, because her husband is producer online schools, and she has free time for private workout, yoga, and what else? Svetlana, yoga and what?
Dance
for herself.
Meditation.
Yeah, meditation.
Well,
There's
we
a lot
want
of dancers here. Everyone's dancing.
Yes.
Okay, thanks, Svet. Thank you. So, if you don't mind, we will
of
move
course.
on. So, Max, would you like to step in? Max, can you hear me? Yeah. So
yes.
I leave it to you. So you are quite proactive yourself. So wanna ask something or tell something, or it's up to you. So wanna ask Lori, or maybe tell us a couple.
Lori, tell us please about your hobbies. Okay. Well, as I mentioned previously, one of my biggest hobbies is staying on the computer. Yes, I play, as I said, I play a lot of like professional video gaming, and because I study engineering at university, I have lots of programs to run. I do lots of like mathematics. I'm also, one of my biggest hobbies, apart from school and say video gaming, is actually just learning I can get addicted to learning things, the history, geography, people, music, art. You know, internet is very wide, right? As we all know. And when I start going through like English history, kings, for example, or queens, I start going and going and going and going, and I spend like 3 days, and then I'm like, oh my days, especially now with quarantine, you know, and I can get quite crazy with that. So one of my biggest hobbies is actually just learning information about everything that school hasn't taught me here. And other type of hobby on the complete opposite end is actually sports. I absolutely love to play sports with my friends or myself, and some of my favorite sports are, apart from billiard, but table tennis, ping pong. I'm very good. I honestly, I love ping pong. I also do a little bit of boxing because my uncle and my father, they're boxers. They have experience, and especially my uncle, he competed in Lithuania. And of course, me being a part Lithuanian, I play basketball as well. My height is not, I'm not too tall, but I do defend myself quite well in basketball. Those are the three main sports I'd say. I play football as well. I'm quite forced to, because in Scotland the biggest sport is football here. So if I go out with Scottish friends, they do play football, and I join them. I'm not as good as them, but I do enjoy it. It's quite nice. What other hobbies? Actually, my father, he is an artist in his youth, in his young days, and I was quite born with I don't know how to say, like a hand. I can draw even without, like, I can draw quite well without much practice. I don't know how that's a God's gift, I'd say. I'm not sure. I think it's from my father's. And I love to, if I'm very bored, especially now, I love to draw something for other people or for myself, just in my spare time. So I think those are my biggest hobbies. Yeah, those are my biggest hobbies, I'd say.
Cool, Lori. I think, fortunately for us, you love talking about your routine. Thank you.
Yes. I'm trying to stay quiet. If I start talking, I will keep
It's
talking.
okay. Well, that's what
Cool,
everyone,
cool,
I guess,
yeah,
is
yeah.
happy about. Lori, can you ask something back?
Yes.
Max,
so,
well.
Oh, no.
Come on. No. Your time to speak and answer questions.
well, Max, what do you do? What do you like your job or studying? What do you do right now in your lifetime?
Yeah.
Now.
Now, and tell us why do you like dancing, and what is that all about, that you have
He
so
does
many.
dancing as well. Oh my days!
If you want, I can show
Show us,
for you
please.
guys
Sure,
a
come on.
little.
Yeah.
Olga, a little video from put on the spell.
This is the only thing you have.
Yeah. I have a small video, and if you want, I can show this. Antonina and Olga and me, we dance together along. And
Late, Max.
Later, it's cool. But now I am working online. I have my own business with my wife. We have theater for children. I'm director of theater, and what else? I like dance, and I study English, and I what else? Improve myself every day.
Is this online business? Is it online business in theater, or what is this online business exactly that you do with your wife? Is this
this is online course for children and for them parents, because children have an opportunity go outside, and they have a lot of energy, and this energy we spread on online course, on my online course, and it so useful for parents and for children too.
What kind of dancing do you guys do?
I like kind of this dance is just modern, but we study just classic dance with children.
Oh wow, that's very cool. You guys do a good job. I bet parents really love it when you guys get their children away from them. They have spare time and everything.
I can confirm. Yeah, this is the best time of the day when kids are with Max. So
wow,
he keeps them entertained online. Yeah,
Mhm.
it works. I guess before people were not ready for that, but now, well, when we've been living in this digital world for over months now, so it's okay. Yeah.
Я готов показать вам маленькое видео.
You can say that in English, though.
I'm ready to show you a little video.
Yes, okay.
I can?
Can I do that? Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Then we've got Aliya and Anton. I remember about you, so yeah, be ready to speak a bit later. Is it a short video?
I show just a small moment.
Okay.
Can you hear?
Yes. Maybe less louder, Max. Less louder.
You know I'm in your trap now. I put a spell on you.
Nice song.
I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. You better stop the things you do. You know I can't stand it. You run around. You know better, baby. I can't stand it 'cause you put me down. I put a spell on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice, inspiring, and Lori's right. Absolutely beautiful music. Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Cocker.
I've seen a lot of dancing videos and everything, and one of the biggest things I have to say is I can't even like fathom the amount of work that has to go in to make every single dancer very synchronized to the music, to the steps. Everyone does the same action at the same time. Everyone spins and it looks marvelous, right? I have a question. How long does it take to learn say a 4, 5, maybe 10-minute routine so that everyone knows what they're doing and knows all their lines?
Olga.
3 months. 3 months.
Has answer.
Yes, kind of, more or less. I try to speak Spanish. More or less 2-3 months. If you visit classes, like everyone is adult, everyone has job, so we don't go every day. So twice or 3 times a week. So kind of.
Yeah. Is it like your hobby?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
I love to see people like perform and dancers. It's a different kind of like artwork, the music, the way you move your body. It's honestly it's so cool.
It so much, guys. I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah, well, see, Laura, I'm kind of
the group, when you dance with this music. It's not the same when you stay at home and.
Yeah, Laura, I'm jealous that guys have got something very well, such a cool thing.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how it's like you have without quarantine, when you go to your dancing classes multiple times a week, it's like your time to enjoy learning and dancing. Yeah. And now with these like weeks, months, right? It's quite gone. You can't do that. So I can imagine how tough it might be.
But we'll stay positive. So life will get back to its routine. So you will have all that again.
Welcome to Moscow, Lauren. Welcome to our class.
Yes.
Please, you just try it.
Okay, so guys, let's move on. Aliya, Anton, you will be the last, sorry. So boys are the last. So Ali, I want to say something. Thanks for joining. We've got also Tatiana. Yeah.
Hi, Lori. Yesterday we talked with Khadisha and tried to guess who it will be. And I saw that it may be a guy from Aberdeen. And I was scared because we had the project with Aberdeen guys and we can't understand nothing. It was really hard to understand. But Lori is okay. He just living in Aberdeen, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
What kind of project was this? Like was this like a business project with people from Aberdeen?
Yeah, it's a business project.
Sorry. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
No,
Business project. Okay. Well, yeah, and you had a hard time understanding Aberdeen people. Well, let me tell you something. Aberdeen people actually have quite a nice, very nice English accent. If you go further north, or like western side of Scotland into like the more mountains, the Highlands, some people have very crazy accents. I'm telling you, even I sometimes struggle to understand. Some Scottish people themselves don't understand their other Scottish, family members or something. Those guys have much worse accents. It doesn't sound English at all.
Yeah, Alia, did you mean the accent or the way?
Yeah, I mean accent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was really hard to understand. We are sitting in a video call, and some American guys sitting here near, and we saw that American guy they're a native speaker and they can understand what they're talking because we can't. It was really hard to understand. But when the meeting is finished, American returned and asked, "Hi guys, did you understand?"
Yeah.
So it was nice.
Yeah,
No, it was really hard to understand.
Do you want to ask something from Lori?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have any answer.
No. Lori, are you curious about something? Can you just guess where Alia is from? Don't say Maldives.
No. Of Alia. To be honest, man, I don't want to guess wrong. So is it from? They do look a little bit more Asian. Is it from Asia somewhere?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it from Kazakhstan? Yeah, I think you look a little bit. Where? Yeah, am I close? Oh, you're right. I'm from Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's very, very cool. That's very, very cool. I have to ask in Kazakhstan. Well, you guys speak Russian, right?
Yeah.
Yes. How, for example, here in Britain, there's every single town city has really much different accents, right? Every 15 miles, different accent. How does Kazakhstan Russian compare to like Ukrainian Russian or Russian? How do you guys speak? Is it completely like?
No, it's one language. We don't have a much accent.
It's not much different dialects. You understand 100%. No issues.
Actually, Kazakh people have different
kind of pronunciation or
not pronunciation,
melody of the way they speak, or accent you mean?
No,
they speak
dialect.
Dialect, yes, dialect. It depends on the area where they live, because West Kazakh have a different language but not very different. Maybe just a little, but they have.
No, I think I have a friend from Kazakhstan. I used to live with her here.
No, I think Khadisha is talking about the native Kazakh who is talking mostly in the Kazakh language, and they're talking less Russian, and they have some accent. It's about
officially you have two languages in Kazakhstan, right?
Yeah, officially two languages, Kazakh and
they
Russian.
speak Kazakh language and Russian language.
Yeah.
Do you guys know? Does anyone here know how to speak Kazakh language? Have you guys taught them?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Wow, that's very interesting. Do you have any? Can you give me a couple of sentences? Anything? I would love to hear how it sounds.
In Kazakh.
Me too. Yeah.
Well, Salem, менің атым Хадиша. Мен Қазақстанда тұрамын. It means my name is Khadija. I live in Kazakhstan.
Ah, wow. Okay, that's very interesting.
A totally different like sound to us. What is that right here?
Yeah, I don't know why, but in my brain I thought Kazakh would sound more like because what you said there sounds very more like Russian, lots of consonants sort of. I thought it would be more Asian style, but it sounds very very similar to Russian. I think.
Because Kazakh language is more similar with Turkish language. It's a Turkish group.
Ah,
It's not true. It's not true.
not true.
It's not true.
Max has got his own version.
Yes, Turkish. Yes, I know a little bit Turkish and Turkish. Bir, iki, uç, iki.
Yes.
In
Yes,
Kazakh,
same,
bir,
Kazakh
iki,
with bir, iki, üç, dört.
bere,
Yes.
bere.
But it's very similar.
It's similar, yeah. It's like a Russian and Ukrainian. Some we have some same words and
It's not same.
a
Russian
little
and
different.
Ukrainian.
Ukrainian. Yeah, meaning
Ukrainian.
yeah. Well, I guess Alia means that they may sound or we may recognize something
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the Ukrainian language.
Not all, but little bit.
Yeah, but a bit of. Yeah. Okay. So
Very interesting.
thanks, guys. Antosh, your turn. So whatever you want to say or ask.
Hi everyone. Hi Lori.
Hello, hello.
It's cool to hear native speaker, but I don't understand
Is it too fast for you?
everything that you speak, but I try. I want to ask, what languages do you learn except English?
Do you mean learn in school or just me as a person?
As a person.
As a person. Well, I know my native tongue, from my motherland of Lithuania. I know Lithuanian. I know English. My English, I would say, is actually better than my Lithuanian. I've lived in the United Kingdom for a long time. I actually understand Russian about, I don't know, 60, 70, 80%. If you guys had conversations, I would understand. I would pick up words here and there. I would understand. And this is from my parents. My parents, Lithuanians, they know how to speak Russian very fluently, and I've picked it up. A language I want to learn actually is, it's very ironic. I want to learn Russian very, very, very fluently. Right now would be the perfect time, but I'm a little bit lazy, I guess. I would love to learn Russian, and I would actually want to learn Mandarin as well. Actually, I think it's I think for business. I don't know why. It's such a hard language to be a challenge. But yes, I can speak Lithuanian, English. I can understand Russian very well and say a couple words. And apart from that, I don't know any other languages like fluently or even semi-fluently. But I would love to learn different languages. And just to further add, in school here, in British schools, the second language apart from British that they teach, French. They teach lots of French. They teach Spanish as well, and they teach Italian if you would like, and German. So if I would want to learn, I could actually go to any of those Latin type languages and learn those languages as well.
But I would add that I've got two girls who go to school, to local schools, and well, they don't teach proper language as we would think, as we understand, or we would like to, or our understanding of learning language is different. So it's very like high level, I would say. So if you want to learn it properly, you should take extra classes or you should go to somebody.
They don't teach it like as fluent. Most kids could not even. They might study French, le français for 2-3 years in school, but they will not be able to hold a fluent conversation at all, like we do here.
Yes, me too.
Come on, Max, you just want a compliment. to say that you can speak. So because well, it sounded as if, like, you know, British guys are very, very well educated, or they invest a lot into their kids' education. Well, I don't want to say anything bad, but just a bit of a comment that it's very, very generic. So
yeah. In terms of school, the older you get, you have a choice of choosing the classes that you want to do in school, right? And they don't, even when you're young, they teach you very, very little general things in terms of history, geography, music, different countries, different people, different cultures. But I would tell you, most of the things that I know, I've learned myself, for example, because from my curiosity, from online and books. And I don't know if it's this country, because I haven't had much school in other countries, but in this country, the kids and people in general, they know English very well, and they know Britain very well, cultures, everything. But then you ask them anything about proper European countries or Asian, or they're like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't know. I think they're not very, they don't learn as much compared to maybe Lithuanians that I know of. I don't know how it is in Russia, for example. But
so Lori, we know now that you are special. So even though you've learned here, so you are still special. Well, do say there are not that many kids who are that curious, right? Do you agree?
Yes, I think it's because English is already, like, basically world's international language. It has the most speakers in the world. It used to be Mandarin, but English has surpassed it in terms of first and second hand speakers. And for them, it's easy. They know this native language, and everyone in the world is trying to learn it as well and speak to them. They don't need to learn French. They don't need to learn Russian. They don't need to learn Spanish. It's a huge language. They don't need to learn this because it's so easy. So why would they, you know? Let's be honest. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Antosh, anything else? Or you are happy? Tell us or tell us where.
I heard you can speak Russia a bit.
A little bit, very small. I understand
Can you
quite
speak
well.
us some words in Russian?
Okay. Yes. Привет, меня зовут Lorenas.
Something more complicated.
Okay.
Some historical fact. You know?
No, I could not say historical fact. No. I mostly just understand very well when people speak online. There's I play lots of professional video game, and there's lots of Russians. They're very good, and they speak Russian, and I fortunately can understand. I can understand. To be honest, okay, I can speak maybe maximum 10-20 words, but I understand very, very well. If you guys all started speaking Russian very, very fast, I think I could. And you asked me what you say, I think I could understand.
You can say something like Moscow is the capital of.
Moscow. No, I could not. No. I could not. No.
Well, don't be that shy. Well, we want to hear your accent. Come on.
It's hard because it's hard for me to put words because I haven't learned it. The only Russian I know is from what I hear from my parents, from family, and online. And if I how would I say it? I could understand, but when I try to put words together, when you're learning a language, I think firstly you understand it, and then later you start to learn how to add the words in and speak them yourself. So my speaking is not good, honestly.
Tell guys about our weather today here in Russian. Just a couple of words. What's the weather like today? Какая погода сегодня?
Сегодня.
Что за окном? За окном?
I could not say. No, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. My speaking is very, very small.
God knows.
Yes. But yeah.
So sorry, can I interrupt you? I would like to ask Svetlana about my little friend. How is Ivan, Svetlana? What is he doing now?
Oh, Ivan swimming with his sister and brothers. I look for him from my room. I show you.
Sveta, show us.
Yeah.
Oh,
so nice.
I can't look at it.
Paradise.
On the pink safe
right.
pillow.
Yeah, what's it called, Lori?
Yeah.
Floated. Yeah, floated.
Floaters.
Something. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What is his spell, Ivan?
What is
spell?
What is he tell more than mama and papa?
what can you say?
Ivan,
Yeah,
sorry, Ivan here.
Your youngest.
Ivan here.
Vanya.
My little friend. Maruся, Vanyuся.
Vanya, the main Vanya word now it is stupid. Because he said word for his brother and sister. Yes. It is my problem, but I don't know what do.
Do you, Svet, do you try to teach your kids any language? Because I know it's very popular now. In Russia.
My son learn English, study English, and now his friend Benjamin with him, and they speak on English very
and they
often.
Speak perfect English.
No, perfect, because Ben speak in Russia and Ben speak in Indonesian language, but they speak in English, and today they meet with two Indonesian girls. We play together and speak in English.
Guys, do you see Svetlana is patient person. Patient person because kids are
crying. Yeah, we can hear them. So it goes,
yes.
Max, it goes without saying if you've got 3 kids. You just, well, patience comes first when you have got 3 kids. Okay. So can I ask you a question? Would you like to stay and live in
Sorry.
You need to.
I closed the door.
Right. So, would you like to stay and live there? Well, maybe not for a while.
But I want in Moscow.
You want to go back to Moscow?
Богатые тоже плачут, это называется. Богатые тоже плачут.
Lori, did you catch that? What Max said?
What does Bakhmadi? What does that mean?
Bahat.
That word. Bahat. What is that? I don't know.
Rich people.
Rich people. Okay.
Rich people also cry.
Yes, I understand.
Богатый, it is Ukrainian accent.
Okay. Right. I see.
We live here because my husband we more как зарабатывать, не знаю, more a lot money.
He earns there more.
Yeah,
he earns there.
Because here he relax and more work.
Wow, so you this it sounds like it's a this is the way to live. So when you are relaxed, you can earn more. So this is the formula of life. Okay, so or how to become rich.
Because
for my husband it is very important.
Yes, he has opportunity work online.
Yeah, because
he has work online, and he work online I think 8 years.
What does he do exactly?
Yes, he is very cool producer of online schools. Yeah.
Svet,
he has.
What school does he run? Or
education about manager YouTube, for example, SMM. I don't know.
Websites creation.
Websites, yes. Is education for housewife, for example, who sit at home with small baby, and after with learning, we will be way salary money.
Guys, all her speech about magic kick game. about accelerator.
Well, I've got that. I guess this is, it's been getting popular, but nowadays it's like the peak, and it will last for a good amount of time, I think, Lori.
Yes, in the March and April, a lot of people have this education online.
Yeah,
I'm too.
Guys,
too?
do you see? Yes, do you see?
I learned
Svetlana
fashion art.
Yeah, she changed her stylish, her look, one
yes,
lesson.
I'm stylish.
Yes, she is
and now,
stylish.
Well, because she's got people who look after her kids. What else to do? Just chat online and get changed, you know. So understandable. Svet, I'm jealous. What can I say? I'm sure other girls sort of feel the same. Okay, so thanks, Svet. What else?
Sorry, I must
you have
be
to go.
off. Yes, I'm very glad to meet you, everyone,
Yes,
and
likewise.
I will be on next Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll be happy to see you next time again. Thanks. Bye now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thanks for joining.
Say hello for your family.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, did we miss Tanya? I was going to. She wasn't showing herself. Kat, is Tanya somewhere around? No, she's gone. Well, she doesn't. Yeah, I haven't maybe. I haven't got involved here, and then she thought, well, I leave these guys. They don't want me. Okay.
I have a question for Mr. Anton. He doesn't speak too much. He's a very quiet man.
He's like that. Yeah.
Yes, I can see that. So what are your hobbies? What do you do in life with your job, maybe family? What? Tell me a little bit. I'm very interested.
I like sport too. I like football. Yesterday I played football, and it's very hard football.
Паразит.
Anton, where you are?
You got that, Lori.
Yes, it was.
Olga, can you repeat?
Where are you now?
It was a breaking of rules of the quarantine, but we have to move for our life.
Where do you live, Anton?
Yeah, I was going to ask you to tell us, yeah, where you are, so that guys could know. On the moon.
I like to art.
Antosh, hold on a second. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, we want to know, where do you live? Where are you from? Because
I'm from Великий Луг. It's a small town in Russia, the Pskov region. It's located between the two great towns of Russia, between the Moscow and St. Petersburg, about the same distance from both of these towns. The quarantine measures not too hard. That's why we may
play football.
We may break some rules.
I see. What kind of work do you do outside of like playing football? What kind of job do you do these days?
Now I don't work anywhere. I stopped my activity in online education, what I did earlier, and now I studying some art program, some
designer program.
Some design instruments as a Photoshop, as a Adobe Illustrator.
Okay.
But what kind of job did you have? before it's you lose your job because of quarantine?
Not because of quarantine. It was my decision to stop the activity in online education because I decided to change my activity.
But what did you do? You were a teacher, like you?
Not. I was as a producer of online school, but I not so successful producer and didn't earn a lot of money in this activity. So I decided to change the area and to try myself and other things.
See,
Anthony, believe yourself. Believe yourself.
That's the best time for it.
Your business will be successful. It's I absolutely right. I am absolutely sure.
yeah, right now with the electronic art or digital art, like Photoshop or many other programs you may use, right now is the big thing. So it's very much needed. So if you say if you're learning or you're doing this now, I think as well.
Антон, пошли заказы из Скотланда, пошли заказы.
Yes. If you, I think you will be successful. You'll be successful in your business, I think, online with the Photoshop and everything. I've recently been
Larry,
doing
can you draw in a Photoshop? Because Anton is looking for a good expert.
I'm not an expert. No. I've actually just recently started learning myself as well because I need to. I do lots of online, like I said, gaming, and I stream online. How would you say streaming online video games in Russian? For example, how would you say that?
You mean, ты имеешь в виду играешь онлайн, вживую, ну то есть в прямая трансляция игры. Is that right, stream? Are you talking about games?
Yes.
Something like that.
Oh, it's like live. It's like live.
Yeah, so в том-то и дело, что такого прямого перевода нету, нужно пояснить. So you.
And I have to design my own, like say banners, my own like sort of like image, my own brand. I have to design. Well, I could pay other people, but I'm a student. I don't want to give my money away to someone else. So I downloaded Photoshop and I'm trying to learn as well. So maybe Anthony.
Lori, not now. You will employ Anthony later on.
No, I think he will have to teach me. I'm sure.
Лори, Ольга.
По сети. Когда они играют в онлайн-игру, по сети, говорят, мы сегодня будем играть по сети.
Вот, я тоже уже даже не знала, то есть понятно, что трансляция игры или там что-то, да, по сети, играть по сети, прям так по-русски говорят, Кать, да? Lori, did you get that?
What does по сети mean?
It's like stream games.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I understood what you said. Yeah, that's what I do. I do that, and well, yeah, that's I like to do that as a hobby, and I want to turn that into more. Although I study engineering, and this is like a safe sort of plan. I want to go into streaming and maybe try and be successful in that online. I think there's more opportunity, and it's what I like to do more. So
you are talking about like making a kind of business.
Yes, making money.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very easy to start earning money. I actually earn money now, but it's not a lot of money, you know. But so once you get very, very popular online, then you can start making it's great. Right now, it's crazy money with this kind of stuff.
What is your favorite game? What is your favorite game?
My favorite game.
Fortnite?
No, I don't play Fortnite. My favorite games is Counter-Strike. If you know, it's like a shooting game. Counter-Strike. Russians are very, very good. They're top of the world. I'm telling you. And I play League of Legends as well. I don't know if you know. And this new game called Valorant. It's also a shooting game. And yeah, these are my main games. I'm very good at like FPS shooters. You have to have very high precision with your mouse and all that. So.
Max, do you play video games or something?
No, I hate doing.
How come? How come?
No.
Why do you ask these questions then?
Because my son is playing online game and he is fun, And that's why I know about Fortnite and about super pooper headphone as Lori has. And
yeah, Fortnite is the world's biggest game right now. All the kids play it. Everyone plays it. So
And my son is crazy about FIFA.
FIFA, yeah, the football game. Yeah, it's obviously it's the biggest football game in the world. There's only like 2 or 3 that are very popular. FIFA is the biggest one. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Tonya, you keep silent for a while. Get involved.
I have nothing to add. I don't play any video games.
Well, it's not for girls. Yeah, it's not for girls.
Sorry?
It's not for girls. I mean, to play games.
Well, I think we're quite a big girl, so I have too many things to do.
This is what I'm saying. Not for girls. Yeah, it's just for adults, for boys who are still, for adults who are still boys, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, anything else?
Yeah. What did you want to say?
Yeah. Tony, anything?
Sorry. No, I'm just, I'm for the first time I'm here. I'm just listening. What do people say? Because, well, I see that you speak about different things. It's just an online conversation. There is no particular subject theme to discuss. Yes, and I'm first time. It's the first time for me, so I'm a bit shy.
It's okay.
Where did you? Oh, sorry. Yeah. What did you want to say?
I just want to say that we try to keep some topic. So it's just today. Well, even I put the topic for you guys to say something or think of a situation if there is a chance to move somewhere to live permanently, or if you would like to do that. But since we've got Lori. Yeah, since we've got Lori today, well, we're talking about different things. I guess it's a good chance to
I have a question to you and to Lori, for example. What is the situation like in the UK about the lockdown? I know that you are allowed to go outside, for example, or to do some physical exercises wherever you want. So you can travel, for example, to the seaside and to do some exercises, but still you are not allowed, for example, to see your parents or relatives that are older than 65 years old or something. So what you are able to do now, for example?
Short.
Yeah.
Pardon?
So what's that, Max?
Sorry.
Would you like to start or to say something?
Sure. Yeah. Well, the lockdown. Yes. So you can go outside. You can go outside for 3 or 4 things mainly. Shopping, of course. If you go to buy some groceries. For medical purposes, you can go. You can. I think you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 1 hour exercise. I think technically you're allowed. Really? 1 hour. I believe, yes, you can go outside for 1 hour, but it's very like people go out and they do whatever they want for how many hours they want. Not a lot of people have jobs right now. Not a lot of kids have schools. The weather, ironically, right now is amazing for Scotland. I think it's amazing weather. It's not
hot?
Pardon?
Is it hot?
Yes, I think this is hotter than usual. It's nice and warm right now.
Oh, for us, 16 degrees, it's already hot. So.
Well, not bad.
It's been quite sunny recently. So I guess this is what you mean, Lori, right?
Yes.
And what about public spaces? What about parks? Are they open or partly?
A lot of the parks were closed, but some of them, I think, very recently have just reopened. In the streets, in the city center, for example, there's not a lot of people as there usually is. Honestly, I think most people are actually following the rules. They stay inside a lot. But I live right next to the beach, literally, and to a big amusement park. It's closed, but the beach is like a long beachway along the seaside. And there's as soon as the sun comes out, there's lots of people walking. They not keeping too much of 2-meter distance. They're with families, with everything. And yes, it is also advised that you don't visit your families, your friends, stay away, be as safe as possible. Yeah, anything you want to add?
And when the lockdown can be finished, for example, do you have any ideas or any advertising or something.
Did you hear Nicola's speech, or did you see her advert, or like her...
No,
No?
was this recent?
She's released something. Well, I may add, just to make it clear, so in England the rules are a bit different, and Scotland has always tried to keep separate. So even in terms of lockdown and instructions and everything, I guess last week, Borka, he let everyone do what he let officially English people get back to normal life. So, but Scotland decided not to follow that. I guess there is a kind of political background to that. So here we still have got, we still have to follow the restrictions. But to be honest with you, to be honest with you, as Laura said, well, people don't follow it that much. I mean, people are quite, how would I put it? They're used to follow the laws. So, and they're quite self-organized. So if comparing, Laura, I'm comparing that to what we have in Russia, you know. So there are less people than usual in the streets, and police, you can see police cars, and but to me, I haven't noticed that big change or that big difference, you know, to the life we had before. Yes, public places are closed, and some parks have been closed, but normal life like still goes on. So, I mean, yeah, we don't go to work, or we don't, kids stay at home, but I mean, you still can live like your life. I mean, you go shopping and you do things. I guess it's harder for those who live in apartments, in block of flats, but for those who live closer to the seaside or to this out of the country in some rural places, for us, like, life hasn't changed. We may just miss maybe to go outside, to go out, you know, to go, I wouldn't say to go to the pub, but yeah, something like that, or to eat somewhere. Outside.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
Do you live in Scotland?
You guess.
Yes.
No? Yeah. So we live in the same city. Yeah, Aberdeen. So, and yeah,
So, and you live in countryside. So you live in a
kind
house.
of. Yeah. So kind of just 15 minutes away from the city center.
Guys, do you have any view from the window, like ocean or something? Show me, please. At least I can see it from your
window. I can show you. Like, how? Remind me, guys. How do I do that? Should I?
If you're on a laptop, you'll have to take your laptop to the window. If you're on your phone.
I'll do that. Yeah, I can show it from my laptop, but I think. I mean,
maybe
can I change the screen?
Yeah. Oh, nice! Wow. So you can see the ocean too.
Yeah, that's it. You can see it.
Oh, so lovely! Lucky you. So you can stay home with such a beautiful view.
This is what I'm saying. So basically, we haven't noticed a very big change. Maybe more advantages, if you will, you know, because I don't have to go to work. So I have got, normally I work full time. So, and I've been dreaming to have this break. So now I have more time to spend my time like on my project and stuff, to arrange things like that, this English speaking class and other things.
You do?
I've been, for years I've been working in the oil field, so I've built up my career in there. So, and still work in one of the companies, because Aberdeen it's known to be like the oil capital in Europe. So it's still so. But parallelly, I've got a family, 2 kids. So parallelly, I, as a kind of hobby, or more than my hobby, so we run our family project. So it's to do with traveling around Scotland privately. So we are sort of arranging that as a family. We've
But
been
now
doing
it's
that.
possible.
Yeah. So, but and I've got something else. It's to do with English, with teaching English and stuff. So this is what I do personally, not my husband. Yeah. Well, we've been doing that for more for our friends, and we wanna, like, with the time we wanna make it more commercial, if you will, like to a good extent, not something very public. Lori knows a bit of a background to it because just recently we've moved homes, so we've bought a nice house where we would be able to accommodate people who will come over.
But
So
have you already started? Have you already had guests?
We've got people a few times, but yeah, as I said, these were mainly family friends. So, well, not really, actually. We've got...
Scotland is the next country I wanted, like, not next, but it was my idea also once to visit it, because I love nature, and also it's like, I'm sure it is amazing.
Yeah, it's worth visiting, definitely, because we all learned it at school. Scotland is a very beautiful country. So this is really so. And it's different. I guess it's kind of similar to the climate in Norway, but the beauty, it has got its own beauty, and a lot of places where non-touristic places. So, you know, if unless somebody can take you, where you can enjoy this authentic beauty, so, and place of calm, and it's good for meditation and just to take your mind away from this crazy life guys have got in Moscow, not only in Moscow, but in those megapolises. So here you can like stop and breathe, and definitely enjoy the history, the Scotch, like, you know, so the Scotch, I mean whiskey, and all those very traditional country related things, you know. So did I answer your question?
The nature in this country is absolutely amazing. There's so many mountains and lakes and little paths and forests and castles. There's like hundreds, thousands of castles. You can, from here, 10-minute drive, you can go to a castle. 10 minutes, I think, from Aberdeen, 15 minutes. Then another 15 minutes, another castle. And all these are very open. You can visit them. It's very nice.
So basically you can come and enjoy a lot of things at a time. So some historical facts, you know, and get into the history by going to the castle or something. And yeah, mountains and the seaside. So we catch lobsters and we go fishing, for instance. They have a lobster, maybe not at the minute, but so this kind of life, rural life, you can enjoy nowadays when you've got the balance of this modern life, infrastructure, and on the other hand, something that we well, be honest, like we all dream about, something like to be, or somewhere where we would want to be closer to the nature. So, and have sea view. So.
Yeah. But you catch lobsters ourselves?
Yeah, but my husband has got lobster pots. So, Lori, for you too, like it's a trigger for you to come over next time. So, yeah, and well, he catches lobsters. I mean, he can go on boat or when there is a low water at Leaf. So he goes and just puts the pots like manually. He does that manually.
And how long low tide
last?
Yeah,
it depends, but he checks that online. A few hours up to a few hours, maybe an hour and a half or a couple of hours. So he has to catch the right moment. Because when the water goes back, so when there is a high water, so this is the time when lobsters basically like look for food. So last year we actually caught what is called ugar, forgotten in English. Lori, do you remember the name of the fish? If you recognize it, ugar. No, in English.
In Russian, in English.
It's like
Igor.
Igor. Igor, yeah. So it was huge. Yeah, I've got some video and pictures I post on our accounts and social networks. Yeah, or once we caught actually a big what's it called? With
Crabs?
no, octopus.
Octopus.
Yeah, it was huge. Yeah, and we've got nice neighbors who actually they've become Scottish grandparents to us. So they taught us what to do with like lobster, caviar, for example, or what to do with this octopus. So we wouldn't know, just things like that, or life moments like that. And this is what we decided to sort of give a chance or show this kind of life to guys who can travel here and spend some time with us, because you wouldn't find that if you come as a tourist yourself, even if you which is quite popular nowadays here, you can do whatever. So you can hire a car and travel around, but you still have to have somebody living in country who can show you things and make your stay really, really special. So this is what we're building up as a family business parallelly, even though we are both working full time. So did I hook you? Did I hook you guys? you go and check us on social media, Wanna Scotland. So please find Wanna Scotland and follow us there.
And from Glasgow. Glasgow is Scotland. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to work in a hostel in Moscow, and we had one of the first tourists was a guy from man from Glasgow, and he was traveling. He loved Russia. He was traveling during this FIFA also, and he was traveling around the world. Now he's got home. We still get in touch. So maybe one day I should go.
Yeah, just not to get lost, as I say, let's follow each other or something to be able to keep this networking. I guess this is amazing time for that, because nowadays, in this normal life, I know you guys find time to go dancing and enjoy your time for your hobby, but normally it's so busy and crazy that hopefully, we will keep these meetings onwards if you'd like to have them. I'm sure, you don't need it for English, but it's more maybe to meet people and to expand
be part of some group. I just write it in the morning a post about that. How important I realized to be close to people, to be part of a group.
I would agree. I felt that myself just these recent days, because I felt life is still good and we are in a much better situation than other guys. But if you started feeling this kind of pressure, I wouldn't want to call it depression, but I mean, when you miss
loneliness,
physical communication. Yeah, well, at least we can see people and meet people from all over. Yeah, having this kind of these are not sessions, not meetings. I was looking for the proper word, online party, online nice club.
Just a little get together.
Yeah,
British people would say that.
Yeah. So
maybe we can drink someday wine.
I was thinking to arrange something like that, the kind of cocktail party or something. Yeah, but this has to be evening time. So
Saturday.
Yeah, so I guess Max can join you into the chat in Telegram we have. So the place to
yes,
confirm.
I'm already there. I just didn't
find time
I
to join.
haven't said anything.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is the place to confirm the time and get something arranged through there.
Pajama party?
Oh, pajama party, yeah. So English people like to say that, yeah. Yeah, pajama party, yeah. Yeah, okay. So shall we wrap up, guys, for today? We're just on time. So hopefully you like that. Laurie, thank you so much.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I'm sure it was interesting for you as well. So you will tell me more.
Yes, to be honest, a lot of people were asking me questions, but I would love to ask so much more questions, especially to Russian people, because I would love to learn Russian language properly, and I want to visit Russia. I've got some family in Russia. I think I have so many questions. So next time.
Sorry, I rent a flat, like I rent a room with friends. We have a flat, nice flat, and we have one more room just for guests. So you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Laurie.
Be careful, be careful. Yeah, so
they will force me to go dancing. But this is very, very interesting. Thank you very much, guys. Really.
So, well, I guess we can have something like that in future as well. Not every Saturday, guys, because you will be spoiled. So I won't do that every Saturday, but I can bring in nice people. So if you deserve that, if you will be like on time, if you come to these live parties, so then you will be praised. See, Laurie, I sound like an annoying teacher.
I don't think so.
No?
This is very, very cool, very interesting. I think it's good for everyone, really. And also, I like to say, guys, one quick final maybe question or something. How did you guys learn, like everyone here? How did you learn English? Was it from school or just from work, or is it? Have you learned English from a very young age or just recently? Because everyone here speaks actually very, very good English. I'm actually quite surprised as well. How did you guys learn your English speaking?
Tonya is answering.
Pardon?
Tonya is answering.
I'm answering. Well,
yeah, you're the first to answer. Yeah, quickly.
If I'm the first to answer, so I started learning English at school, then in the university, then in the UK, traveling to the UK, then at work. So you just continue speaking, continue learning, because you can continue learning and improving your level all your life. And you won't be native, unfortunately. Like that.
Yeah, the English level here is actually quite high. I'm very surprised.
So, see, Laura, comparing to those, to guys here in the UK, if they learn the language, so their level of speaking or their level of proficiency is far too.
The standard is quite low.
Yeah, it's far too low. Yeah, so that's why Laura is. Yeah.
Well, it depends. It depends. I would say it depends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it depends on the level or like of the education local guys have. So it's
yes, it depends on the education. Of course.
Yeah. So well, if to speak about education, then private schools are good. So, but they are very much expensive. So we are talking about the common education, which is like very, very generic. Okay, so I've jumped in and we've started speaking about education. So anyone else to answer Laura's question? How did you learn language, Kat? I know you traveled a lot and you are a hard worker. I know you a little bit. I know your story. So
I think all of us studied English in different places, at school, at universities, and different special training courses, and by traveling, by watching movies. And I remember that when I was a child, I was a fan of music, rock music, and all the lyrics I try to translate. And it was my goal to learn English, that to understand what the rock stars sing. And I think to improve language, it's we can't stop because I try to improve my Russian language, and it's far from ideal. And I want to say thank you very much to invite Lori. I think Lori is like cherry on cake for us.
Thank you.
It's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to what will happen
next. Yeah.
Next. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah. You go ahead, Lori.
I was just gonna say, and anyone else? Is it basically the same answer, just English from everywhere, your life? Or?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Wow, that's quite fascinating. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, Antosh, want to say something now? Or you are dying to go to play football? Football is waiting for you, same as Lori. Okay, shall we finish, guys, for today? Or right? So thanks a lot. Have a good weekend. Try to keep smiling. Thanks for a warm atmosphere. I think this is very, very special that we managed to build it up. So, and I'll try to surprise you next time again. We'll see. And let's think of a topic. Let's do something for a change. Let's do something more serious, like not just an informal chat. Just think of what you would like to speak about, or maybe something I can share from my course, just to keep us focused, on some particular subject, if you'd like. Max, I think we wanted to speak or practice something about what was accidents on the while traveling or something, or we will skip that.
Solving travel problems.
Do you want still to talk about that, or shall we pick up something else?
Solving travel problems?
Yeah, like, shall we pick up something else?
I think it's a good idea.
We had problems.
Traveling problems?
Yeah. Well, well, what you face while traveling.
I'm dying to have traveling problems.
Yeah, so, or maybe, we can add in something and speak like, or what would be the place to go to first, something. Okay, right. So those who haven't joined our Telegram chat.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I interrupt you. I just think after quarantine we have to do a big trip from Kazakhstan.
I was thinking about that.
Luki and to Moscow and Scotland.
Kuban, to become a prisoner there. Yeah, to find the reason to be a prisoner, to become a prisoner there. Yeah, I've been thinking about that as well. So maybe we can.
And to Shabalovskaya too.
Yeah, why not?
Just with Lori, Max.
Lori. Lori.
Lori, we hope we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Well,
honestly, it could be very likely. Really, could be very likely.
Well, if only you guys are good. So no way I can let Lori stay with us. So if only you are good, Lori. Sorry, I'm a bit of like. Well, I'm talking for you here.
It's okay. So. It's all right. All right.
I'm kidding anyway. Right, guys, thanks a lot. So stay in touch. And those who haven't joined the channel, please do so.